Last night I travelled to Brisbane and Sydney to make sure that if anybody from the team were considering wanting to take up the government's offer to remain in Australia, that I was able to meet with them and that they weren't in a situation where officials had to answer some of their questions by saying that's a matter for the minister, that I would be there in person to be able to answer those questions. Before I left, two people from the team, one team member and one support person, had made contact with my officials saying that they did want to stay in Australia. At that point they were separated from the rest of the group, and when I arrived at Brisbane Airport they'd been taken to the AFP Centre, which is not far from there, to be able to meet with me. I took them through what their options were. They both indicated that they would like to stay in Australia, and I told them on behalf of all of us that they would be safe here, they were welcome here and they would be at home here, and issued them with humanitarian visas. I then travelled to Sydney. While I travelled to Sydney, those two were reunited with the other five who'd already made that decision. When I travelled to Sydney, and we would have seen the scenes as the team was being moved towards an international flight, we wanted to make sure that every individual had a chance to talk to my officials without anyone else from the group with them. So there was a small number of people who we had no intention of making an offer to. For the remaining people, we took them individually. If they wanted to contact family, they could contact family. We made sure, and that did happen. And there was actually some assistance with phone numbers across the aisle, which I want to acknowledge as well. Nobody in Sydney took up that offer, but importantly, all of them had the situation without the pressure of other people watching them to be able to make that decision. Now, I'm not naive. Nothing we did could take away the pressure of the context in which they were making that decision. Today, shortly after 10 o'clock, I was advised that one of the two who had made the decision to stay last night had spoken to some of the teammates who had left and had changed her mind. In Australia, people are able to change their mind, people are able to travel. And so we respect the context in which she has made that decision. Unfortunately, in making that decision, she'd been advised by her teammates and coach to contact the Iranian embassy and to get collected. My officials made sure that this was her decision, and every question you would want asked was asked. As a result of that, it meant that the Iranian embassy now knew the location of where everybody was. I immediately gave the instruction for people to be moved, and that's been dealt with immediately. Can I simply say, and I know I'm out of time, but can I simply say that for every member of this delegation, they have been shown a respect by Australia that would be unfamiliar to them in Iran. They have been shown a country that is willing to say the choice is yours. And I think we can all be very proud of the Australian Federal Police, of my Home Affairs officials, of everybody who's been involved in this, to make sure that Australia is a country where they can see there is freedom of choice for women as well, and a country where those who have made the decision to stay will be very welcome, and very much the rest of the Australian people will be wrapping them in our arms.